Hello everyone, here I will now explain alkalinity measurement in water sample. So alkalinity is the amount of acid consumed, that is in neutralization reaction. So how much alkalinity that means how much acid it will consume. So alkalinity in water is due to presence of hydroxide, carbonate and bicarbonate. So alkalinity is here we are measuring by titration method, that is acid base titration. So we are using here an acid 0.02 normal sulfuric acid in the burette, and we will take 50 ml of sample and we will titrate with methyl orange and phenolphthalein indicator. So alkalinity at higher pH, that means pH 8.3 or above, we have hydroxide alkalinity. So we will first add phenolphthalein indicator, and if there is hydroxide alkalinity or pH 8.3 or higher, you will get pink color solution. So after that we will titrate this solution with 0.02 normal sulfuric acid so that color disappear or pink color disappear. Then after that we will add, that is your hydroxide alkalinity. After that we will add here methyl orange indicator, and we will titrate finally so that color become red or pH 4.5. That is the N-gram titration. So we are measuring here total alkalinity. Total alkalinity means both hydroxide, carbonate and bicarbonate alkalinity. So the sample volume we are taking here 50 ml. You know the normality of sulfuric acid, that is 0.02 normal, and here sample volume 50 ml and from burette reading, and you can find out total alkalinity value from the equation. So now we'll start. Here I will take in the burette 0.02 normal sulfuric acid, that is the titrant. So here I will release at the first rate, so there will be no air gap in the clamp or stop pump. So here I will also add the 0 mark in the burette. So I will see it horizontally so that it going below 0. Again I am putting few ml of sulfuric acid. So horizontally need to check, otherwise you cannot confirm with same height of your eyes, the mark. But it is now 0. Initial reading in the burette, that is the titrant sulfuric acid. I am taking here 0. And now I will take the sample for measurement. That is, for example, river water. So this one is river water collected from Brahmaputra river. I will take here 50 ml of sample. And I will transfer it to conical flask. All the glassware are washed with distilled water before starting. So here I am putting 50 ml of the river water. Now I will put here phenolphthalein indicator. So if there is hydroxide alkalinity or pH is above 8.3, then you will get here pink color. I am putting here phenolphthalein. This is the indicator for acid base titration. I am putting few drops. So there is slight little pink color, you can confirm, means pH around 8.3, so slight little pink color is there. You can view from. Now I will titrate it so that pink color disappear. It will become colorless. Now it is colorless. After that, I will add here methyl orange indicator. Methyl orange is orange in color. I will put here few drops of methyl orange indicator. So it is looking orange color now. So I will titrate with now sulfuric acid so that color become red. Or you can also check pH. pH will become 4.5. That is the end point of titration. So this is for carbonate and bicarbonate alkalinity. The color is changing slowly. It is orange color now still. So coming red, changing it is. So it is now red color, reddish color type. From orange to reddish color. So this is the end point of titration. I will here note down the reading. It is 4.1. Current reading for evaporator is 4.1. I will wash this through it and I will wash with still water. Here I will take now groundwater sample. Groundwater collected from borewell. The ml sample I am taking. First, I will add phenolphthalein indicator. If pink color appears, so I am adding for groundwater. There is no pink color for phenolphthalein indicator. So that means pH is less than 8.3. So if there is no color, then directly you add methyl orange. No need for titration. You now add methyl orange. Few drops. So you are mixing it. So see orange color. It is orange color now. So initial reading was 4.1. I will titrate for groundwater. So color is slowly changing. Now red color, reddish color. From orange, it is no orange color now, it is reddish color. So final reading in the burette, I will say here, that is 8.8. 8.8. So what is the difference? 8.8. 4.7. So I will throw it. We'll keep ready for next sample. So I bring here now tap water from the laboratory tap. So this is 50 ml of tap water. As I am putting phenolphthalein indicator. So there is no color. Again directly I will put methyl orange. So I titrate now for tap water. Initial reading was 8.1, 8.8. Tap water very low, already red color coming. Final reading is 12.8. 12.8. So it is 4. So last we will do another sample, that is synthetic water. So in the synthetic water we are putting few hydroxide, carbonate and bicarbonate. I am bringing now synthetic water. So this is synthetic water sample prepared in the laboratory. I am taking 50 ml of synthetic water. Now I am adding phenolphthalein indicator, the synthetic water. So you see immediately pink color coming for synthetic water. That means it has hydroxide alkalinity. On pH is more than 8.3. So we need to titrate with now sulfuric acid so that pink color disappears. See, for synthetic water, that pink color appears and there is high pH in the synthetic water. 12.8 was the initial reading. So slowly color disappearing. Color disappearing. So it is now clear. It is now clear. Now I will add methyl orange. I will now add here methyl orange, and this is orange color. I am titrating for synthetic water. This final of the titration. So synthetic water there is high value of alkalinity, is consuming more acid. We are adding continuously sulfuric acid. Final color is not coming. Means there is high alkalinity value for synthetic water. Still not coming. So now coming it is. See the red color, and that is the end point for synthetic water. So final reading is here. For synthetic water is 26.5. 26.5 the final reading. Total reading is 13.7 for synthetic water. So you note down the readings and calculate the alkalinity value for each of the water sample. Like you can read the details in the books, the reference book it is given, or in website also you can see details about this process of this titration and all the others requirement if you need any further information. Thank you.